Oh, what is going on, everybody?
Yo!
It is Pigs Miners here, and welcome back to Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney's Spirit of Justice. It is time to begin episode 4, Turnabout Storyteller. Athena!
It's my other girl!
She's back! No, I don't want to start from the beginning of this episode. Yes, please.
Let's pray tell. Would we start?
Episode 4, Turnabout Storyteller.
Let's start from the end. Cutscene. Oh, this is my jam. Don't.
Eldoon?
Did he?
Oh no, it's not Eldoon.
I was good. Looked like he.
3, 4, 5, 6.
Those
7,
eyebrows.
8. What time is it? It's 9, 10.
I take it you're not alive anymore, are you, old man?
Probably not. Oh wow.
Nope. He's not alive anymore. She's just dead? No, sick. He did it?
Well, what will we do?
You go.
I put ourselves together. Don't worry, I have an idea.
Don't know who any of these people are, so.
That's good lord.
Goodness. Okay. Well, we're just jumping on into this. All right. May 13th, 9:45 a.m. District Court. Defendant. Lobby. Number. Which one?
I guess you could say he's super dead.
Jesus.
Get it?
Yeah.
Oh, I haven't done her voice in so long.
You got this.
Psychology and stuff. There we go. What the heck? Who brings a defendant to his own trial late? Plus, the request was so last minute, I didn't even have a chance to talk with my client.
He's late for a very important date.
Alice in Wonderland. My name is Athena Sykes. Armed with analytical psychology and a full arsenal of legal know-how. A fully competent defender of a- Whoa, though I wish my client would show up already. This trial's about to start.
Defender of the Right Anything Agency.
Yes.
If you want to finish that.
Fully competent defender of the Right Anything Agency.
Okay.
The wah, if you will.
Wah.
Wah!
Wah.
Wah. Okay.
Oh my god, no. I don't know who this is. Where have you been? The trial's about to start, Simon.
What? Oh, hi. You needn't get so worked up, Athena. His baldness can't wait.
There's no way he'd wait for me. Besides, why would I want to start off on the wrong foot with him right out of the gate?
Dealing with such matters is part of being a lawyer, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, well, covering for your lateness is not.
Still but a rank amateur, I see.
This is Simon Blackwell. You might not look it, but he's actually a prosecutor and a psychology specialist. He and I go way back. As for our shared specialization in psychology, we're both disciples of the same person, so to speak, so he's kind of my senior, I guess. But twisted sense of humor or no, I wish he'd stop treating me like a child all the time. All the time!
So, we're Right Dono and Justice Dono.
You still using old feudal Japan honorifics?
Absolutely.
Mr. Wright is abroad and Apollo is helping Trucy with her magic show.
Phoenix is busy.
Yeah, Apollo's too busy
being cut in half.
Yes, that's right. Didn't I tell you?
They're what? So neither one of them are here, leaving you to take this on alone?
Yep. I'm really screwed.
Ye gods. Call Right Dono back, it's not too late.
Oh no, not late. Not too late at all. You would only need to know how to teleport.
Very well. Then I will settle for justice, Dono. Go grab him by the horns and drag him here.
Apollo is literally in the middle of a show, Simon. You may not want to admit it, but I've got what it takes to take on this case. Just leave this to me and go watch from the gallery.
As your defense derails in spectacular fashion.
No, as I win the heck out of this trial.
Fuck it, I'll go up there with you.
I'll be okay, promise. Wipe that look off your face already, will you? Anyway, I take it the guy behind you is...
Yes, he's your, he's asleep again. Hey, Bucky, Wake up.
Hoy! Oh God, Bucky. What'd you do that for, Sammy?
I have voice. Oh my God!
He's drunk!
Holy shit.
He's drunk! Oh no!
Who's this chickadee? She's your lawyer, such as a word.
Chickadee? What?
I'd say she's more green than yellow, however.
Hey.
Lord, she sure doesn't look it, does she? It's perfect because I had a White Claw earlier, so I'm ready for. I'm in character. Is she like your fellow?
You were the opposite of a lightweight, though. You're just.
Yeah. Something like that. I've known her longer than I've known you. You could say we're bound to one another.
By destiny.
Oh, okay. Well then, I guess I better call her Miss Chickadee then.
What does he have? Boxes of. Simon, this guy's not only rude, but he's 3 sheets to the wind at his own trial. I know we just met, but I'm about ready to give him a piece of my mind.
Oh, snap top. Do as you will. Just save it for after the trial.
He's like, I do it to my clients all the time.
Miss Chickadee.
Oh my God. Don't call me that.
How do you do? I'm a old friend of mine. I'm a due 4th generation head chef for Wet Sober. Wet new number 4, Bucky Waits. Nice to meet you.
It's nice to meet you too, Mr. Wheat.
Or just wet. It could be just wet
because I'm thinking
wet
buckwheat, but you know, whatever.
I think it's I think they want it to be said as wet.
Yeah, like wet noodle.
Yeah.
He's just a wet noodle. So he can pull himself together when he wants to. If only the trial wasn't starting in a few minutes.
Having been accused of a murder that only occurred yesterday, I'm afraid it's taken a toll on the poor boy.
And you happened to be there at the theater where it all happened too, right? They said they found a Rakugo storyteller murdered in his dressing room.
Indeed.
Whoa.
The victim, master storyteller Taifu
Tornado.
Taifu Tornado was a longtime patron of Wet Soba. Master Tornado. I'm gonna fuck that up this whole case.
Just think of tomato, but tornado.
Master Tornado has been looking after Bucky ever since Wet Noodle number 3 passed away.
I see. So the victim was kind of like a father to the defendant, huh?
That stupid old fart. Like a father. No way. He was always dishing my soba. How dare you speak ill of him? Running your mouth like that is why they suspect you of his murder in the first place. Now pull yourself together. Number 3 must be rolling in his grave.
Those tears.
But Simon,
oh my God.
the police.
The police.
None of them believes me. They won't listen to me.
Looks like he's still in shock from the whole ordeal. Don't worry, Mr. Wet. Everything's gonna be all right. I'm going to defend you with everything I've got. You're in good hands now.
Man, you believe in me, ma'am?
Of course. No matter what, I'll believe in you to the very end.
Gee whiz, Miss Chickadee.
Now come on. I need you to shape up, just like those al dente noodles of yours.
Yes, ma'am. My soba is fresh.
Oh, God. Not on the jacket. Mr. Wet!
Bucky, you great big pillock. Did they? Oh my God, they got away with that.
What?
Oh my God. Oh man, so no wonder someone left that comment to... Oh my God, so... I'm just gonna go ahead and Google pillock for you.
Oh boy.
But oh yeah, the comment was, I'll go ahead and add this in there. Bucky, you great big infantile pillock. Because a pillock is an insult in Britain. You're essentially calling someone a penis. So they got away with, I mean, it's got two. You can call it either like an idiot or a penis, but in Britain as slang, a lot of people like to use it to call you like a dick.
Yo, and he uses British slang sometimes.
He does. So they did that on purpose.
Oh my god.
Oh my god, that's amazing.
Because he says British stuff.
Yeah, so he knows what he's saying. He just called him a dick. Well, he didn't call he called him a penis. Sorry for going hard on those terms on YouTube here for you. There goes any money we get later from that, but they called him yeah. God, by God.
Because he said bloody hell and stuff like that.
He does British stuff.
He does.
Wow, they got away with that.
So, how exactly do you know this guy?
I used to frequent Wet Soba, and still do in fact, so I've known him since he was a lad.
See, lad.
Yeah, he knows what he's saying. It's by his father and master Tornado.
Just think of like a tornado. A tornado.
Master Tornado.
Yeah.
We're always so good to me.
I didn't know you like soba so much, Simon.
God, I love it. I wouldn't expect one such as you who eats meat slapped between slabs of bread to understand the delicate taste and the subtle textures imparted by buckwheat flour.
See, buckwheat. What? Whoa.
Oh, she's saying something. Oh, hey, that's just
rude.
But I digress.
I'm all about flavor and subtlety and stuff.
If I love Wet Soba and like this,
McDonald's does it really well, okay?
I'm never able to face number 3 or Master
Tornado
in the next life. That's gonna be.
Why do you've always had trouble pronouncing Japanese names?
Yeah.
Like any kind of like EI or AI.
I just get lost in all those vowels, man. It's just
like the A and the I and
listen, it's the American way to just constants all the way.
In the des.
Everything.
I see. And that's why you came to me. You wanted somebody you could trust.
It was never my intention to ask you.
I'll show him I can handle it just fine.
Well, it was just about time.
What? We haven't even properly discussed the case yet.
What's the matter? You look nervous, Athena. Don't tell me you're chickadeeing out.
I'm just trembling with the excitement of battle, that's all. Off guts, let's do this.
Let's go.
Come on, Mr. Wet. Get up off the floor. We've got a case to win.
Yes, Miss Chickadee. I'm going to my beach.
Name's not Chickadee.
Wet Soba, Wet Soba, Wet Soba, Wet Soba.
Is that your phone?
Oh my god, that was amazing.
Hello. 2 bowls of noodles. Sorry, sir. Can't do. No can do. Kind of busy at the courthouse. Huh? They hung up.
Oh my god, the way he takes out his phone and then puts it away.
Okay, let's do.
I know he's drunk, but it had so much sass behind it. Because there are people out there who do that.
Oh yeah.
Sober.
Oh yeah.
He's not going to do himself or his case any favors like this, Simon. Maybe we should let him go get some rest somewhere?
Anyways, me a foul lump of regular flour dough fruit on noodles. But I'm fresh like my soba. And there's no soba dough rest. All about the 3 freshes.
What?
Got the buckwheat seeds fresh, got the dough fresh, and bought the noodles
Oh.
And he's out again. He's blacked out.
Oh boy, I just knew something like this was happening. Simon, what are these 3 freshes of soba he was talking about?
Does that sound important right now? First, the buckwheat seeds, or groats, are first ground to make buckwheat flour. Then dough made with this flour is cut with a large rectangular knife into noodles. And finally,
I've seen
the
that on
buckwheat
Food
noodles
Wars.
are
You know,
boiled. Yeah. But why is this important to our case? Each step is done immediately, one after the other, so that the soba is fresh when eaten.
Oh, so that's what he meant. I wouldn't want him to make me any soba right now, though, that's for sure.
You might have puke in it. Athena, this is no time for idle chatter. You need to get into the courtroom now. Just remember, as a prosecutor, I will be unable to lend you a hand. So don't expect any help from my quarter.
There you go, treating me like I'm incompetent again. For your information, I wasn't planning on asking you for help anyway. Ugh, just you wait, Simon. I'll show you. Show you. I'll show you
Whatever
all.
you say.
Mr. Wright and Apollo may not be here, but that's all right. I can do this on my own. I can't do this on my own.
And just suddenly, like 10 minutes later, can I phone a friend?
I know, right? Mr. Wright.
This isn't Jeopardy, ma'am.
Jeopardy? You mean Who Wants to Be a
Or Who
Millionaire?
Wants to Be a Millionaire? Yeah, that's the show. That's the.
No, the judge would say that though. This isn't Jeopardy.
And someone, it's Who Wants to Be a Millionaire, sir.
I do.
That's not the point, your boldness.
That would be amazing.
All
I
right.
would love to be a millionaire. I could retire early. And again, I should have retired years ago, but that's not the point. Court is now in session for the trial of Bacuet.
The defense is ready, Your Honor. Oh.
How'd you get back here so fast?
What the fuck?
The prosecution is fully prepared, Your Honor.
What's this? No prayer this time, Prosecutor Sadmati.
That is correct, Your Honor.
When
expedite
is
these
this
proceedings,
when is this
I can-
occurring?
This is in May, so this was still later on.
Was this after Phoenix's trial, or was
Pretty
this?
sure. I think this is like around 10 days later, because this is like May 22nd or so, and I think
Oh.
the last case was like May 12th, around that area. So
Weird.
he came back.
So, huh.
I'd like to imagine that since Nate is a prosecutor,
Why
Simons
did
is back
he
there.
come back and Phoenix is still chilling?
He's busy trying to overturn that system over there.
He's busy.
He's busy
leading
trying to destroy it.
leading a rebellion.
Oh, Phoenix.
Phoenix is literally Luke Skywalker right now.
Yeah.
That's what he's doing. He's going against the Empire.
Yeah. And I have to imagine that since Nayada's a prosecutor, we got someone back there just like, give her hell! I talked about these proceedings and completed them beforehand in the lobby.
How very thoughtful of you. By the way, what brings you back to this country?
I've missed playing a dumb judge. This is gonna be fun.
Chief Prosecutor Edgeworth himself called me to handle this case.
No offense to the judge, but he is kind of slow.
Besides, I have a debt to repay. And although my opponent is yet to callow thing, I have no qualms with sending her down to hell.
Jesus! Bitch! If you have a score to settle, it's with Apollo, not me. But more importantly, I am not a callow thing. I'm a qualified and capable attorney.
Ah, yes, yes. And then what is that yellow attire if not proof of your immaturity, you small spring chick? Now cease your shrill chirping.
I don't even use.
Bye.
I don't even use Twitter. What a.
Now, Prosecutor Sadmati. She's still only a teenager. Please go easy on her.
Great. Now even the judge is giving me the kid treatment. The look on her face, that irritated
Yeah.
squint. I loved that.
Very
it was
well.
very subtle but very expressive.
Shall we begin, Your Honor?
Yes, I suppose we should. Now then, Prosecutor Sadmati, please give your opening statement.
I'll show them what I can do. They'll be sorry they underestimated me.
Certainly. Let the last rites of the victim commence.
I love voicing Athena so much.
I know you do. The incident is believed to have occurred at around 4 p.m.
I
yesterday,
think some of my best work was as her. Anyways.
May 12th. Oh, so it's May 13th. So, I still think it's after just a few days after the case.
He came right back.
Yeah.
Why?
I don't know. Well, apparently Edgeworth called him, so he's here.
Oh, Edgeworth, why?
He
would
wanted
you
to
do
take care of this
that?
case, apparently. At a storyteller's theater called
Kurukurute.
Kurokurute. The victim was a great master of the Tornado School of Rakugo, or comedic storytelling. His name was Taifu Tornado.
There you go.
I'll get it eventually. The scene of the murder was at the theater's dressing room. It is accessible via the staff entrance hallway and has the inner and outer sliding door. Okay. A backstage light. That's all we got.
Huh.
Cool. One piece of evidence.
Is that a doghouse?
I don't know what that was. This may time of death is between 2 p.m. and 5 p.m. That's a messy ass room. The cause of death is suffocation. Though how the victim suffocated is yet to be determined. The autopsy found nothing unusual in his lungs or stomach, and there is no murder weapon.
Oh. Then how...
I will now submit the incident report to the court.
Then what are you basing the arrest on? Just
He
pure...
choked on noodles. Because the noodles were made wrong.
But they said there's nothing in his stomach. So...
He was strangled by a noodle.
I
I don't know. I've got no idea what's going on here.
Prosecutor Sanmati, how can you name Mr. Wet as the culprit when you don't know how the victim was killed, or even with what? My point exactly, Athena.
Well, it is true that the weapon and precise method are as yet unknown. The accused is the only one who had the opportunity to commit the murder. I will explain this assertion in further detail as we continue.
Oh, I'm sure you will. I guess this means he has some kind of evidence to present?
A noodle. Now would the accused care to plead his case?
Oh, no.
He's kind of passed out drunk.
Come to think of it, where is the defendant, Miss Sykes?
He's about 6 cans down a White Claw.
Sorry, Your Honor, but I'm afraid Mr. Wet isn't feeling very well and is resting in the infirmary.
Sure, there's a lack of a clear conscience that impedes him from facing this court.
No, it's lack of a clear alcohol percentage in his bloodstream. Great, starting off on the wrong foot already.
Mr. Wet is the head chef of a soba shop frequented by the victim. On the day of the incident, Mr. Wet went to the theater at the victim's request. Typhoon Tornado was a connoisseur of soba. Yeah! As you can see in these photographs. I just imagine Simon was back there like, that's right. Soba!
Soba!
He was apparently making soba himself in his dressing room that very day. The soba found at the scene is likely the soba he himself made there.
Liking soba is one thing, but making it in a theater dressing room is a bit much,
Master Tornado truly had a passion for soba, didn't he? For a man like that to be murdered by a soba chef is simply unthinkable.
Uncanny. And yet the accused has ample motive.
Soba's not in a can. Hey!
For in the victim's safe, we discovered the deed to the accused's shop.
That twitch.
Mr. Wet was to inherit Wet's soba when he lost his father recently. However, it's believed the victim sold the shop's deed during the transfer process. The prosecutor believes the accused killed the victim in order to get the deed back. Oh, that's not good.
A murder over the deed to a shop. It does sound like a plausible motive.
That does.
So that's what this case is about. I wish Simon had filled me in a little better.
Sorry, I was like...
Too busy talking about how to make soba for way too long.
You want me to tell you again?
No, I could have. How are you reading my thoughts? I could have contributed more than just 1,000 buckets of cold sweat if he had.
You know you're saying that out loud, right? Defense? From your demeanor, I gather you know very little about the details of this case.
Well, you see...
Oh, Jutsu? You are dishonoring the soul of the victim by appearing in the courtroom unprepared.
Not my fault.
You are an embarrassment to your profession, you putrid egg yolk.
Egg yolk?
My God.
I'm sorry. Apollo's a red pepper, and now I'm an egg yolk. We've only just started, and I've already been demoted from spring chick. I've devolved.
I'm ready to call my witness, Your Honor.
Why is he such a prick?
I don't know. Let us listen to the words of one who was present when the crime was discovered.
Like, he's a legit prick. I'm sorry, but, I mean, we don't know everything about him right now,
He's a little salty.
Oh, God. Of all these flavors, and you choose to be salty. Someone who was there when the victim's body was found? That's not good.
Very well. Witness, please take the stand.
We always know in these cases the
I
witness...
almost said, please take the wheel.
Jesus! Is that you?
Oh boy, we always know that the witness ends up being the culprit.
Legs? No. Oh, that's Simon.
Oh, wait, what? Simon?
Wait.
Wait, you saw this?
You're the witness? He's got some slim legs. Those calves, man.
Witness, please state your name and occupation.
Wait a second.
Simon Blackwell, prosecutor.
So what? Prosecutor Blackwell! You didn't tell me you were going to take the stand?
I told you I couldn't help you. There simply wasn't time.
I'm going to take the stand. That's 6 words.
What a shame, Prosecutor Blackwell. Had you shared the damning scene you witnessed beforehand with the defense, we could have moved this trial along and saved the victim's soul that much faster.
Damning scene? What in the world did Simon see?
Prosecutor Sadmati, was it? Before I give my testimony, there's something I'd like to confirm. By all means. This case involves rakugo, a very traditional form of Japanese comedic storytelling. Do you have enough knowledge of this art form to handle this case competently? Are you implying that I'm not qualified for this case?
Yeah, we know how much Simon loves Japanese things.
Not yet. I'm simply trying to ascertain you're familiar with the topic. For now. It is the prosecutor's duty to learn the background of any case he takes on.
I'd like to think
I did some research on rakugo last night and have grasped the overall idea of it, yes?
I'd like to think he's like some British person who is just obsessed with Japanese culture. I don't know why, but like...
How could you possibly grasp how much could you possibly grasp in a single night? Fuck, I can't speak. I'm just so excited about rakugo! I mean, you don't know shit. Rakugo is a form of entertaining storytelling that originated in the land of Japan. In it, the storyteller sits alone on the stage with only a fan and a towel. And the rakugo artist tells long, whimsical stories, giving each character a distinct voice. This traditional art was originally invented by monks to make sermons more interesting. Athena's asleep in the background. Are you satisfied? If not, I could explain the 12 types of endings to such stories. Or shall I perform the famous story of Jugemu instead?
Fuck, he knows his shit.
It appears you have put in a bit of study. Your acknowledgement is most welcome, Prosecutor Blackwell.
Don't acknowledge him.
I can see why you're known for being quite thorough in your research, prosecutor.
Fucking pleb.
Freak. Now, I'd love to see you perform that story you mentioned, if you don't mind.
If that is your Honor's request.
Oh no.
Jugemu. Enough of this.
Oh, damn. Your Honor, could we please get back to the trial?
Oh, right, of course. I nearly forgot.
Seriously? Of all things for you to forget?
By God.
You're sitting in a courtroom, Your Honor.
Now then, back to the case. Prosecutor Blackwell.
Yes.
Please tell this court what you witnessed.
I watched him strangle him with a noodle.
Oh my God. And then ate the noodle. That's why there's no evidence.
It's a murder most foul. I went to the theater yesterday and arrived.
Why? Was it chicken flavored?
I arrived at approximately 4 p.m.
Come on, that was good.
I went straight to Master Tornado's dressing room to say hello. Too good, in fact. Bucky went into the dressing room thereafter, only to come storming out a while later. Master Tornado's junior disciple, Uendo, apparently just entered the room soon after. That's when Tornado discovered Master Tornado's body. Well, that doesn't help.
Now, wait just a minute here, Prosecutor Blackwell. With testimony like that, you're practically accusing Mr. White of the crime.
All I can do is state what I saw. I can't help how it happens, how it appears. But a qualified...
You can't know how it happens either.
But a qualified and capable attorney such as you should be able to dispatch with it, right?
Well, yeah, duh. All right. I guess I'd better start by getting all the info out of him that I can. With no help whatsoever from my boss or my coworker.
Nope. Too busy trying to overrun a country and then do a theater show with Athena. Not Athena, with Trucy. Trucy!
I love that
Alright,
girl.
we're in the theater at approximately 4 p.m.
I love all the girls. Maya, Trucy, Athena, Pearl. I love them so much.
I know you do.
Prosecutor Blackwell, what did you go to the theater? Oh, what did you go for the theater for in the first place?
Because I'd received an invitation from Master Tornado.
To who? Tenodi?
Here, see for yourself. It was a special show commemorating his junior disciple Unedo's promotion. Uendo. Fuck! It was also an occasion to announce the boy's succession to the stage name of Uendo II, the second.
So what exactly does it mean to succeed to a stage name?
You really don't know, do you?
Why should I know?
In performing arts, name succession is when an artist inherits a predecessor's name.
I see.
There's too many big words in this case.
So there was, well, it's Blackwell. What do you expect?
Yeah.
So there was another Uendo Rakugo artist before, and this disciple succeeded him, huh? What exactly did your invitation say?
It contained a simple letter of salutations and outline of the show's program.
Oh, it appears Taifu Tornado is going to perform Toki Soba or Time Soba. He's famous for his masterful pantomime of eating soba using only his fan as a prop. And Uendo is to perform Sopa Se or Sopa Glutton, a soba-themed show, I see.
It seems you know a thing or two about Rakugo yourself, your baldness.
I don't have much of her life, but the things that are in it are quite interesting.
I can imagine. The first performer was a senior disciple, Geru, followed by Uendo. And lastly, Master Tornado. Or Tornado. I'm not sure which one.
Tornado! The
It's just
E-I, To-na-do.
I'll trust you. You're the otaku weeb
Yeah.
over here.
I see. So that's why you happened to be at the Storytellers Theater yesterday. So what happened after you arrived?
Well, I watched him strangled with a noodle.
What?
Alright, well, we're gonna see why I went straight to the room to say hello. But why? Why would you do that? Why would you do any of
And
that?
how did Master Tornado appear when you said hello to him?
Perfectly healthy. I went to the intention of greeting him, but ultimately, we didn't actually meet.
You didn't see him? Why not?
Gira escorted me to the dressing room, but we heard the sound of Rakugo being performed from within. Thinking the master was rehearsing, we decided to wait in the hall until after it was done.
You heard Rakugo being performed in the dressing room?
Yes, not just me, but Gira as well. In other words, you can confirm that the victim was still alive at around 4 p.m.? Correct. I couldn't hear him clearly through the doors, but I'm sure it was Master Tornado. I could tell because it was the time sober routine being performed in there.
That was the cutscene. So that means the victim was killed sometime after that. Remember he was doing the counting thing?
Yeah. But you went in the dressing room thereafter and only come storming out a while later.
Please tell us in detail how Mr. Wet appeared at the time.
Fucking wild. Giro and I were waiting at the hallway for Master Tornado to finish practicing, when Bucky appeared into the dressing room with his things.
What happened after that?
We heard what sounded like Bucky shouting inside the room. About 10 minutes later, Bucky came back out of the dressing room looking rather irate.
Ooh, big words.
This is most likely when the murder was committed. The victim was an elderly man. It would have been entirely possible to kill him within the span of 10 minutes.
I'd better come up with some kind of counter-argument and fast.
Master Tornado's junior disciple apparently entered the room. Why do you say apparently?
What do you mean by apparently? Didn't you see him go in?
No, I couldn't. I was able to see the dressing room door from where I was standing at the time.
It's funny how you address something that she right away said.
Yeah, but Gira was right in front of it, so I'm sure she saw it all.
That happens a lot with this and us in this game.
Yeah.
I see. And why do you suppose Uendo went to the dressing room anyway?
He had just finished his routine, so he was making a courtesy call. A disciple is to pay their master's respect right before and after each performance.
And all disciples are expected to do this?
Yes, it's common courtesy among Rakugo artists.
I see. Could you tell us what happened after Uendo went into the dressing room?
Certainly. And that's when Uendo discovered Master Tornado's body.
You keep saying Uendo. And how did Uendo act at the time?
After Uendo had been in the dressing room for 2 or 3 minutes, we heard a scream from inside the room and Uendo came flying out.
Oh. Did you hear any signs of a struggle at that time?
No, just Uendo's woeful scream.
I see.
Well,
Well done, Prosecutor Blackwell, speaking words. Your testimony has given us quite a glimpse into the sentence of offense.
thank you, Prosecutor Blackwell. And now please allow me to summarize your testimony.
Why are you summarizing?
While Prosecutor Blackwell and Guru were in the hallway waiting for Master Tornado, the accused came along and entered the dressing room with some items in tow. was heard shouting for a time inside the dressing room. And about 10 minutes later, he came back out of the room seeming rather angry. My brain froze for a second.
Whoa, jeez.
I like how the birds. I shot my feet. The accused had come and gone, and Uendo Tornado went into the room. A few minutes later, after having discovered the victim's body, Uendo gave a scream. There's a dog around, and came running out of the hallway from within.
Ugh.
Pescatobacco and Guru then ran into the room and saw the body for themselves.
They're so close to spelling bug.
Ugh.
Oh no, Courage is in the courtroom
From
now.
the circumstances, it's quite clear that the accused murdered the victim.
Could you imagine if he was a freaking witness?
It's making a mod.
Oh my god.
Courage, the Cowardly Witness, starring Courage.
Oh,
The things I do for love.
God.
All right, and on that note, we'll go ahead and continue this next time.
Jesus.
That went off the rails real quick.
Yeah, I mean, that's kind of to be expected from us at this point.
Yeah.